So Monday morning, sitting up nice and tall. Again, that self-massage with that warm mug that's warmed the palms, that's warmed the fingertips. And even without the mug, you can build some of that heat in your hands. And if you've got your mug, warm the hands one more time and very gently press the palms over the eyes. Let the warmth sink in around the eyes, the forehead. The heels of the hands rest right underneath the cheekbone. And maybe with those finger pads, you give a nice gentle massage to that third eye. With the heel of the hand, you rub into the jaw. Walking those finger pads to the temples and just gently, little circles, maybe close the eyes. Take those little circles at the temple in the opposite direction. Coming down to the jaw, right where the jaw meets on the inside of the ear. Just take a moment, open the jaw, feel into that jaw junction. Taking the fingers to the outside of the ear and just lightly pinching from the top of the ear, the outer ear, all the way down to the lobe. Maybe pulling on the lobe, pull it down. And then bringing the thumb and the fingers along that jawbone and just little pinches down to the chin and back up towards the ears. And as you come back down to the thumb, crisscross the wrists so that the opposite hand is on the opposite side of the face. Feels a little different. And then just use those finger pads to lightly press in right under the eyes, the sinus area, up again through the temple to the forehead. And then back down. Let the hands rest lightly on the thighs. Taking a moment, not to be too rigid here, but let's go ahead. Scoop up the belly, in and up. Lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders. So when we say soften the shoulders, it's almost like we're squeezing those shoulder blades behind us and letting those shoulder tips drop. Okay, I'm gonna see here. I'm picking it. Hi, Marlene. Welcome in. Good. So sitting up nice and tall, and again, a little bit of a squeeze into the shoulder blades so that we can roll them back and away. Closing down the eyes and just simply letting yourself arrive. Arrive to your mat. Arrive to your practice. Arrive to your breath. Taking in a nice full inhale in through the nose. Begin to release that breath out of the nose nice and slow so that it just is a grounding sense through the body, letting the earth hold you here. And a couple breaths before we begin. And it's interesting because I told Chris last night when I threw out the note, anybody want to do a Zoom class tomorrow, and the responses that I received. And it dawned on me, and I'm just going to mention it because it was a part of my morning this morning, that when we do something spontaneous like this, it wasn't on the calendar, we bring a little bit more to it versus tomorrow, we know we have a 10 o'clock class or a 10:30 class. So as we're lining up our day for tomorrow, we've got our yoga class at 10. We need to run to the post office. We need to run to the grocery store. We need to do this, this, and this. And all of a sudden, that yoga practice gets just drawn in with the whole rest of the day. It doesn't have its own space, its own time. So anytime that you can bring yourself to the mat, 5 minutes, and just close down the eyes and feel into the breath and let it be a spontaneous moment and not a rigid moment in your schedule to get through and on to the next. And I hope that makes a little bit of sense this morning. So as we blink open the eyes, let's again reestablish the spine and draw in the core. We're going to do that 5-part move that's stretched through the neck, nice and slow. So taking in a nice big inhale, the right ear is going to come toward that right shoulder. We don't pick up that shoulder to meet it. That shoulder's down and away. Good. Drawing in the breath again, the chin comes towards that right shoulder as the stretch moves around the neck. Slide that chin down to the center of the chest as you tuck it into the throat, creating some space there in the back of the neck. Drawing in the breath, drawing in the belly, the chin goes towards the left shoulder. Again, stretching, moving through the neck. Left ear, left shoulder. And head returns to center. Again, right ear, right shoulder. Make it fluid. Left chin to the right shoulder. Chin down to the center of the chest. Chin to the left. Left ear, left shoulder. And head back to neutral. And we'll reverse it. Left ear, left shoulder. The chin towards that shoulder. Let the chin drop to center. Chin rotates to the right shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. And back to center. Last time. Left ear, left shoulder. The chin points towards the shoulder. Roll the chin to center, dropping that head down. Chin towards the right shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. And then draw it back up to center. Take a moment. Let's just roll through the shoulders, up, back, and down, and the opposite way. On your next inhale, lift the arms out, lift the arms up. Find the prayer, find the extension. Exhale, draw the prayer to the heart. Reverse that, send the prayer up to the heavens. Open the arms out wide and let them fall down. Inhale, arms out, arms up. Draw it into the heart. Inhale, arms up. Open the arms, warming those shoulders, bring it down. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time, lead them up. Interlace the fingers and press the palms up towards the ceiling. So again, we're going to pause here. Really scoop the ribs and the belly in. Lengthen through the torso. Maybe the biceps are back by the ears. It doesn't matter. Just get the chest opening, get the opening through the soft tissue under the arms. Take a big breath. And again, slide those hands up towards the ceiling. And we're going to rotate the torso to the right. So nice, easy turn to the right. Draws us back to center. Stretch it up nice and tall. And rotate to the left. Coming back to center. Stretch those palms like you could touch the ceiling. Again, draw the belly in. Lateral side bend to the right. Send those arms off on a diagonal. Take that big breath into the ribs. Inhale, we come back up, stretch it up, and then take it over to the left. Big breath into the right side body. Inhale, back to center. Again, stretch up nice and tall. Then bend the elbows and bring the hands right behind the skull. They rest right at the curvature there, not on the neck. Good. Again, head rests back into those hands, so totally supported. Maybe here, before we do anything, elbows are wide. Maybe you kind of squeeze in to the head and kind of just lift it, like you could pull it away from the shoulders. And then release that effort and send those elbows wide. So here the head is supported. Let the head rest back into the palms. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. Open up the throat and open up the chest. The head supported here. So there's no cranking into the back of the neck. Take a full breath. And on your exhale, we're going to bring those elbows in right in front of the face. Begin to curl through the spine, dropping those elbows in closer towards the body. And again, the weight of those elbows and the clasp in the head, bringing a little bit of length into the back of the neck. When you're ready for the inhale, we're going to come out slowly. Inhaling, we rise up. Open up those elbows wide. Let the head fall back into the elbows. And last time, curl it in. Elbows draw in close. Inhale, rise. Inhale fully as you open up the chest. Big breath here. And then come back to center. Keep the hands right where they are. Again, maybe wiggle around so you feel those sit bones grounding. Good. You've got a nice long spine, nice firm core. Left elbow is going to cross the body and come over toward the right knee. It's early. I'm not even bending. I'm just taking that diagonal twist and dropping my elbow and drawing back up. And I'm going to open that elbow wide. And then I'm going to curl back on a diagonal towards that right knee and open back. So just take a couple. This is a diagonal twist through the spine. Okay. Again, we never force, we never push. Let the body go where the body wants to go. Good, come back to center. Again, open up those elbows. If you could send them behind you so that you get all this room in your pecs, all this room across the collarbone, all this room to take in a full deep breath. And then that right elbow is just going to travel toward that left knee as you twist the opposite way. Inhale, open that elbow back behind you. And then draw it back across the body towards that knee. Taking 3 more now. Big breath as you open up. And release all the breath as you curl it down. Let's take 2. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Release the hands, bring them behind you on tented fingers, a little seated back bend here. So we're moving through the spine in all its natural directions. Fingertips are away from you. Press into those finger pads. Lift that chest up and out and take a nice arch in the spine. Big breath in here. And slow breath out, come back. Bringing the soles of the feet together in a cobbler pose. Again, any distance that's comfortable for you this morning. Our hips have not been opened. Just place your hands lightly on top of the ankle. And then from here, just little bounces with the knees. So see if you can maintain that stacked spine, draw the belly in. Use the leverage of holding on to those ankles to actually draw that chest forward. So like a little bit of a back bend. Good, but the chest is out. Taking again the little bounce just to wake up through the hips. And then slowing that down. Extend the left leg out on a diagonal. We're going to flare those toes. We're going to press that heel away so the foot really flexes, engaging that whole arch. Good, dorsiflexin right there in the ankle. Pull the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. And if that's not comfortable on your knee, you can always draw it further away from you. And you can always take your block or your blanket to help prop up that right knee. So there's nothing to hold up here. The active leg is the long leg, the toes flared, the foot flexed. Find some nice tall length in your spine and lift the arms up. And then take a gentle forward fold over the leg. So we're just letting the hands fall to where the hands want to fall. The back maintains its length. The neck is right in line with the spine. Draw the belly in with the inhale and with the exhale, maintaining that straight spine. See if you can come down just a little bit further. Big breath in. Let it go nice and slow. A little stretch here for the right shoulder. Pick up that right hand, place it either on the outside of that calf or the outside of your left ankle, or maybe reach for the outside of the foot. Draw the breath in, draw the belly in, and see if you can press your foot into your hand if you're holding your foot. Otherwise, see if you can use the leverage of the hand where you have it to open up the back of the shoulder, at the same time getting a stretch through the left leg. And then as you relax into the pose, that stretch moves from the back of the leg all the way through the glute to the low back. 3 nice, long, slow breaths here. Let the body drop down just a bit more. And then release that hold. Frame the leg with both hands. Walk the hands back as you restack the spine. If you have anything under that right knee, just kind of remove it. Your choice here. I'm going to move into a full body stretch, a baby wild thing. If it's not there for you this morning, we'll all bring the right fingertips behind us, plant the palm. Option 1, plant the palm and just lift the chest. So you're getting a bit of a twist here and a lift in the chest. If you want the whole full body stretch, press down into the back palm. You're going to come onto that right shin, lift the hips as high as you can, and extend that arm overhead. So really press down through the heel and reach through the left fingers. Draw in the full breath. And then from here, I invite you to take that top arm more to the center or even on a diagonal behind you. So you're really coming into a back bend, but passive here. Full breath. Exhale, we'll draw everything down. Bring both hands to the outside of the left leg. Take a bow here, a nice counter stretch. And inhale, brings it right back up. Switching sides. Right leg extends on a diagonal. Flex through those toes. Press that heel down and away. Active, active right leg. Slide the left sole of the foot. Let it snuggle into the right thigh. Or again, if any issues in this knee, take that blanket, or a bolster or a block. Just place it underneath that left thigh so that there's nothing to hold up. Good. Turning your torso now towards the right leg. Inhale, reach those arms up. Find as much length as you can. Continue to press that right heel away and then come forward. Nice. Let the hands fall. Tuck the belly in, shoulders down and away. We think heart to toes here, not head to knee. Big breath draws the belly in. Exhale, maybe walk those fingertips forward. Using the breath here to soften. And again, maybe you do feel the stretch through the back of the leg. Maybe you feel as you really engage the belly, the stretch wrapping around the glutes, stretching out the piriformis in the back. And if you take that right hand to the outside of the calf or the ankle or the blade edge of the foot, you'll feel a nice stretch through the left shoulder. So wherever you are here, lots of different stretches going on. It's the beauty of our shorter class here, a couple 3-for-1s, 4-for-1s. Good, take the full breath, extend the spine, and then exhale and soften where you can soften. 2 breaths here. Releasing the hand, again, framing that leg. Walk the fingertips back towards the body as you restack the spine. This time, left fingers come behind you onto the palm. Remove whatever you're using underneath that left knee. Option 1 again is to plant that palm behind you and lift the chest, let the head drop back. Option 2 is that full body stretch. So that hand comes behind you, press into the palm, bring the weight onto that left shin as you lift the shoulders. Right arm lifts, right arm falls over the head, press through that right heel and reach through the fingers. Big breath. If you're taking the full body stretch, again, as you reach those fingers away, maybe that arm comes more towards the center as you rotate the chest up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, just notice your breath. And then we'll roll it all down nice and slow. Both hands come over to the outside of the right leg. Take that counter twist, bow down, crown of the head coming towards the side. And inhale, back to center. Bring the soles of the feet back together. This time, a little bigger diamond. So this is our tortoise pose. This is to lengthen through our low back and up the spine. So Heels press in together. Balls of the feet press in together. You can get another little 2-for-1 by flaring the toes and sending those toes back towards the top of your feet. So active feet here. Belly's in on the inhale, slide that right hand underneath the right calf and reach for your calf or reach for your ankle. Left hand underneath the left calf. Again, hand to the shin, hand to the ankle. Use the leverage first as you take the deep breath in. Grip your legs. Send that heart forward. Draw the belly in. And on the exhale, the chin will begin to tuck into the throat. The crown of the head begins to come into your diamond shape. As you roll the spine, curve the spine so that the torso now drapes into your diamond. Arms dangle from the shoulders, maybe even the forearms rest now on the mat. You can always bring in a block or blanket for the head, but in this pose, it's kind of nice to be unsupported and to just notice how the body responds to your breath, to the relaxation of your exhale, and invite you to draw in a little deeper. So again, this is a gradual deepening. We just don't come into this. We let the body invite us when the body is ready. And then as you're here with your breath, bring your focus to the sacrum, your focus to the low back. Deepening the breath, lengthening the exhales, letting the body fully relax. The head continues to hang heavy, the shoulders rounding in, the chest soft. 5 breaths here. Last full inhale. Exhale slowly. We'll begin to release the hands into our diamond shape. It is a very deep stretch, so we come out of it nice and slow as we begin to lift the torso, walking the hands towards the body, beginning to stack the spine slowly from the bottom to the mid-back, to the upper back. Bring the hands to the knees and close the knees off. Slide the feet in and wrap your hands around your shins. Use again leverage of the forearms on the shins to bring some length now into the spine. Taking in a breath. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips away. Heel toe the feet out, hip distance apart. Again, find the lift into the spine and just take the windshield, right and left. And the next time the knees are right, hold them right. Separate the legs just so that the curvature of your right arch kind of fits right in on that left knee. The left foot is flexed, so we're in this 90-90 position. We're going to sit up nice and straight first. That right hand is going to come behind us. The left is going to cross over our body to join by the right. And we're just going to take one final twist here through the shoulders and through the spine. So pressing into the fingertips. Again, get nice and long. Gaze towards your back of your room. Soften your shoulders. Maybe squeeze your shoulder tips in. Walking back around, drop, bring the knees up, and we'll just take it to the other side. So again, now the right knee just fits right into that left arch. Left hand behind you, the right arm joins as it crosses over and behind. Press into the fingertips, lift the chest. Notice your breath, nice and easy. Rinsing out all of our stretches here. Coming back, find your seat. Taking a moment here. Again, one of my most favorite things to do when I get anxious or when I feel that I'm tightening up through the shoulders, it's the only time you'll hear me cue, bring those shoulder tips up to the ears and hold them there. So you bring in this tension, notice this tension, and then drop it down. Let's do it twice more. Up, hold, 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 and drop. And the last time, bring it up, hold it there, and then just release. And if you need anything else to help you release here this morning, we're going to flutter our lips so that we laugh. So as you sit up nice and straight, hands resting lightly on your knees, bring your lips together and let's flutter. Really good vibration into the face. It should make you laugh. Again, yeah, grab a Kleenex. Okay. As loud and as obnoxious as you can do it. I'm sure it sounds great in the mic here. One more time. Beautiful. Hands come to prayer right at the heart. Press the fingers into the sternum. Bow your head down. And my prayer for all of us this morning is we don't let our yoga practice become part of our to-do list. That almost puts a little stress on us. Let your yoga practice be natural and spontaneous. Even just looking at your yoga mat, wherever it is in your little yoga space, just coming to it and sitting and closing down your eyes and allowing yourself to feel into your body, feel into your mind and your emotions, and then feel into your breath and let your breath unite you. Have a beautiful week. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.